Hi everyone, I'm Sreeshankar. I'm 22 years old. I'm a long jumper from Kerala. I'll be representing India in the coming Tokyo Olympic Games in the long jump event, and I'll be aiming for a medal there. So if I need to be amongst the medal contenders there, then I need to start competing with them at least from this month. I mean, at least from June or by beginning of July, so that I don't feel a kind of anxiety or any stress while competing with them in the Tokyo Olympic Games. If the government takes some of the Indian athletes like me abroad, and if we are able to get the chance to compete there, then we'll be able to put up a much better show there. Actually, sir, 8.26 was definitely not the mark I was chasing for because I knew I had a very big jump in me. So I was always aiming for something like 8.30 plus at Federation Cup, but the conditions at Patiala was not so favorable. Even now for the IGPs also, it's not that favorable because of the wind, because of the track. It's not a ideal venue for a jumper. So I know that if the conditions are perfect, like what the other European my peer competitors are having, then I am sure that I will definitely get a very big jump. Or if not, some other venues in India, maybe like maybe places like Bhubaneswar or Guwahati, where the track is very good, will get some amazing performances and results. So that's what I'm really optimistic towards Tokyo. If I'm able to get 8.26 at Patiala, then definitely I'll be able to do something like 8.35 plus in Tokyo. Training is not at all an issue, but the training is going really fine and smooth. But what we require now is really good quality competition heading towards the Olympic Games, because stimulating the competition with among ourselves is not quite sufficient. So if I need to be amongst the medal contenders there, then I need to start competing with them at least from this month. I mean, at least from June or by beginning of July, so that I don't feel a kind of anxiety or any stress while competing with them in the Tokyo Olympic Games. So that's what all the major athletes are doing. They compete among themselves for a long time in all the Diamond League meeting, in all the meetings in the European circuit. Like all the athletes are traveling continuously. And I also tried for that since May, but the situation in India is quite difficult, and we have been categorized as a red zone country. So there are lots of countries are not allowing the visas for us, and if at all the visas are allowed, we are forced to have 14 days strict quarantine. And unlike other sport, track and field is a sport such that if we stay like around 3 to 4 days sitting idle, then it's really terrible situation heading towards the Olympic Games, because fitness and mindset it plays a major role in our performances. So 14-day quarantine is completely inadmissible, considering the fact that Tokyo Olympic Games is just 35 days around. But there is no other go. They have strict COVID protocols in all those countries, and they are also banning our Indians. And only very few athletes have managed to go abroad. So if the government takes some of the Indian athletes like me abroad, and if we are able to get the chance to compete there, then we'll be able to put up a much better show there. completely understand the situation now, because I applied for visa during May. Like I'll explain the trajectory of what's happened with me. I applied for the visa during the first week of May, through my sponsors JSW Sports, and they were working on my visa along with Neeraj Bhaiya. Then I felt then the visas were not working correctly because there are restrictions, all those issues we had, COVID protocols. Then I was informed from the AFA that we will be having competitions in Kazakhstan and Kyrgyzstan from June 12th and June 20th, between that time. And I was asked to get ready by June 6th, so that we'll be traveling and get quarantined for at least 2 or 3 days, then we'll be competing. So I asked my passports back. Then the competition, then the team wasn't sent because there were again some COVID protocol issue. And so my European program was also a bit of a messed up, and this competition I didn't also get. So the only way I can find myself in a competitive mode is to compete in the domestic competitions in the IGPs and the interstate. So it's more like you have to adjust with the situation. You have to make the best out of every situation. So yeah, I'm prepared for that. I'm not aiming for something like 830s or 840s in the interstate or I am just focusing towards the Olympic Games, so that I'll be able to do my personal best there.